Alrighty, let's get it started. And okay, how about a little bit of the Iturzaga line against the automated Slav player. Let's see if these yep. What a surprise! Something we've seen over and over again, which is why I started playing the Queen A4 stuff pretty frequently. I just got bored with facing this over and over and over. This is like London system, colors reversed. I don't see any danger, so do this, but now this is already looking pretty terrible for black. Looking like we're dropping a pawn here by force. Yep. Now the only issue is getting that bishop out, and Shenanigans didn't want any part of it. Okay, so bit of a quick video, but one of the things Slav players, they typically get such a solid game that I started recommending playing Queen A4 here. And I mean, a lot of people are Queen A4, blah blah blah. I mean, just take into account that when you look in the database, one of the top games is Carlsen smacking Shanklin, who's got a full chessable repertoire on the Slav, on the site. So it sticks out. But I wanted to do something a little different here. And notice, since we're holding back the D-pawn, this is not quite a Slav yet. And after knight c3, what I'm typically used to seeing is e6, a6, or g6. And I like queen c2, and what I was talking about with the Iturzaga move order. He really likes this, and he's got a number of games in the database. So you're waiting, because it's very natural for black to go, oh, I can take the center and play e5 here. But it's problematic. He needs to take that way, but I mean, you get a nice hedgehog structure. And if c takes, we already have complete control over this, and it gets quite nasty as the bishop drops back to b8. So that's one little idea there, if e5. So then they typically castle, but then you could go back to d4 and just get a solid game, but if you're feeling frisky, like I do typically, rook g1 with the idea of sending it. So, some how-to Slav ideas versus, well, the English versus the Slav. But after knight c3, already said, I was calling out the automatic player before he ever made a move. You got to play one of these natural. I mean, bishop g4 even is so much better. Bishop f5. The problem with playing too systematic with openings, say if you're a London system player with a Caro-Kann and a Slav, you will get confused on when it's okay to play this move and not. In the London system, you very rarely get in trouble from these queen b3 ideas. You're a full move down here trying to play white. That extra move makes a difference quite a lot, and in this case, you have left space behind. Unlike the Caro-Kann, there is no queen b3 because there's still a pawn on c2. So after queen b3, I'm hitting both of these. So the best move is c takes d5, and now queen b3. I can turn on the engine, where the engine's saying the best move is admit that you have really messed up your opening and play bishop c8, but they so very rarely do. And I mean, we've even got a high-level game between So and Mamedyarov here. Even the top guys mess up these simple positions from time to time. Bishop b5. And it's the same kind of deal, bishop d7 or knight b7. D-pawn's gonna fall. And after knight e5, this looks terribly annoying. Ooh, e4. I didn't even consider all this, to be honest. This looks pretty devastating. So a little something for the opening notes here. And my opponent had enough, move 8. So a quick game showing why changing it up a little bit can cause some serious problems for a solid opponent. Is go figure. They have to think.